Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope everybody's doing well and happy Friday. So today we are doing a drugstore much requested Foundation Friday on the Maybelline Fit Me. Now, what I've done is I've gotten one in the Dewy Smooth and the other one in the Matte and Poreless. So what I'm going to do is I'm trying to figure out if I should do matte and poreless on one side and then dewy smooth on the other, and then use them together in the center, because sometimes when I use a matte foundation, that's actually what I'll do, is I will use the combination of the two so it's not super matte. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Also too, I'm not going to prime my face because I normally, to be honest with you, I forget, and I normally don't. So I am going to see what it wears, how it wears without a primer, and then so you can know, basically, if you want to use a primer or not. I have worn these foundations before, and so I am going to give you my tried and true tested. I didn't really notice that I needed to wear a primer last time when I wore them. I might need to use a primer just for a little bit more longevity, but as far as using a primer for, pores and things of that nature, I didn't notice that I needed to do that. But if you are oily, I definitely would use a primer if you're going to go with the Dewy Smooth, but if you're going to go with the matte, I think you might be kind of okay. All right, so I did get two colors. This one is, the Dewy Smooth is in 120, and the Matte and Poreless is in 122. And give them a good shake. And I noticed that I like to apply these with a sponge. When I tried it with a brush, it did not go on super great for my skin type. Okay, so we're going to take the Matte and Poreless on the right side with our Beauty Blender, and we're just going to bounce it in. And I did notice that I don't know why, but I always pick like pink foundations from the drugstore. So again, it's a little bit pinker than I would like, but it's not too bad. And I'm going to take it down my neck. Look how pretty it is. And whenever you're using a beauty blender with more of a matte foundation, it's going to give it a little bit more luminosity. So if you are more on the oilier side, I would definitely use it with a brush so you don't get that extra luminosity. But since I'm dry and, dry to normal, I definitely want to make sure I give it a little bit of extra help. Look how pretty that foundation is. It went on seamlessly. It went on effortlessly. I think it looks stunning. This is not, I would not call this a full coverage. Obviously, I have built it up before, so you could definitely build this foundation up, but I think it looks so pretty with just one little layer. I am going to just kind of build it up right here just so you guys can see how it works, but I never usually build it up on my forehead, because the more product you add, the more kind of texture, and it's gonna, the ability for it to sink into any fine lines. Look! Oh my goodness, I love it. It is weightless on the skin. Weightless. And then I'm going to take my 120. So this is the Dewy Smooth, and it is a little bit of a lighter color, and I'm just going to mix the two, those little guys. And I'm just going to mix the two and put it down the center of my face, because I like this to be a little bit healthier looking. Oh my gosh. I'm kind of obsessed with these foundations. I think they look beautiful. The only thing that I have not done with these foundations is worn them all day long. So we are going to do that today just to make sure that they do and perform the way that we need them to. But look how beautiful they are. Again, super weightless. And then on the left side of my face, I am just going to take a different portion of the Beauty Blender and I'm going to use just the dewy complexion one. And this one definitely is more my color. This for sure is. But once I set it and all of that good stuff, you're not going to notice the difference between the two sides. And again, you can see my pigmentation still peeking through, but it's really a nice coverage. You definitely, like I said, can build this up. So using really sheer lightweight layers with this is kind of the way to go. But look, when I kind of use a beauty blender, you can't really tell the difference of the two sides, except for this side, in my opinion, has a lot more natural radiance to it. And then this one is a little bit more matte. I just think they're both really pretty. So it just depends upon that look that you want for that day. But I don't feel like this side is super, 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 super matte. So I'm a fan of whenever products are like that. I don't like them to be like a flat canvas, you know? The skin still needs to look like skin. But I am blown away by this product. If you guys have tried this, comment below. Let me know if you also, you know, have had the same results. But for mature skin, I think that this is, it competes definitely with some of my higher end foundations for sure. And the way that it feels is really effortless and lightweight on the skin. I am going to read to you what the website says so you guys can know some of the claims. So the matte side is oil-free, which is awesome. Has 40 different shades. How awesome is that? So what I'm going to do is I'm just pulling up the rest of it, because after we do this, we're going to go and, obviously as we normally do, go into real light and I will show you what it looks like. All right, so basically the website doesn't say too much about these foundations. They don't give a ton of information, but I love how many shades there are. The Dewy Skin Foundation has SPF 18. Basically, it's for normal to dry skin. We already know this. Basically, it's supposed to be smoothing to the skin. I definitely think that it is smoothing to the skin. This side, I wanted to kind of see on camera when it dries down what it looks like for you guys. And the only kind of, as we know, there's a bummer, but the foundations do have dimethicone in them. So if you are more sensitive or have rosacea or anything like that, or prone to acne, I'd just be careful with using foundations with dimethicone in them, or using a great primer that is dimethicone free so that barrier is there for you. But it is lightweight. It actually doesn't feel, this side, the matte side, feels like it actually dried down and has set itself. Obviously, it's a dewier skin foundation on this side, so it definitely has not set completely, but boy, this matte side is really, really pretty. And down the center of my face, I think looks fantastic. So combining these two have been, I love it. I'm blown away. I love it. All right, so now I'm just going to show you how I'm going to finish my makeup and set the face, just so you know how I have done that. Since I haven't been doing that recently in my videos, I want you guys to get a really good take on how I'm setting everything. I'm going to use my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I've used this with the NARS Radiant, or the NARS Soft Matte Concealer, and that has gone really beautifully with that. So that is a great, great option as well. And I'm just using a little bit. And as I'm kind of working with this and, you know, applying concealer and seeing how it's kind of sitting, it definitely is a medium, high medium coverage foundation with very minimal effort. So this is definitely one that I would suggest picking up if you're into that kind of a finish. I am going to use my Becca Cream Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal. And this has like a kind of just a very gentle gold luminosity to it. These are beautiful under, on top of foundation before you set. And when I set the skin, I'm not going to set right here because I want to keep that luminescent. All right, if I cannot sound like a broken record more, my favorite combination to set the inside of the face is the Estee Edit and the Hourglass powder. And I am going to use this on a smaller brush. And I kind of just go back and forth like this. And I just gently press this in, avoiding that area where we use the cream highlight. See how it just takes down just a little bit of the shine? And I feel like when I use this, it doesn't dry out my under eyes. You know, I'm a little bit of a fanatic for the Hourglass powders, just with my mature skin. Okay, and then for the rest of the face, I just take very little just of this guy and just kind of buff him into the skin. How pretty. And this is just from the cream highlight I put on. I absolutely love it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go finish the rest of my makeup, and I'm actually going to do something different and see if you guys like it. But I'm going to do my makeup right here. I'm going to fast forward while I'm doing it, and maybe you guys might like that as kind of something that I add in just so you guys can see what I do. All right, so I'm going to get started. So here is a natural light. It's actually a little bit earlier in the morning than I usually do, so the light is really strong. So I'm just kind of back from the window at the moment, but look at this foundation. And once I set it, both sides feel really good, lightweight. Isn't my eyeliner fun? I just thought I would do something different today. But I am telling you, you guys, this foundation has caught me completely off guard, and I am really into it. So I would love to hear what you think, if you guys have tried this foundation before, and let's just hope that it wears really well. So I'm going to be back and seeing you guys in about 5-6 hours, because I am going to go to work. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Hey you guys, so I didn't get out of work exactly when I was supposed to, but so it just gave us a little bit longer time. It is almost hour 10 actually, and it is held up really well. I am super impressed. I definitely think this foundation is a little bit heavier, on the heavier side for everyday wear, but some of you guys might love a heavier coverage for everyday. I do feel that the more luminous side for my skin type has definitely held up a little bit better. This side is fine. It's just starting to break up, and where I combined it, it's just starting to break up on my chin. Let's see if you guys can see it. Do you see how it's just starting to break up a little bit? So just for my skin type, all that means is basically that I just need to be using the more hydrating one. But look how pretty it looks. I mean, it's hour 10. It hasn't moved. I feel really good. Actually, somebody today asked me, because they know I love double wear. They're like, are you wearing double wear today? I'm like, actually, no. It's Maybelline Fit Me. And they're like, that looks so good. So that's really fun to hear. But anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed this Foundation Friday. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend, and I'll see you guys soon. And don't forget to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Lots of love from me to you. Mwah. Bye, guys.